Hi, welcome to this week's show. This week I'm hunting whitetail deer right here in central Indiana during the rut. Then I'm off to the hill country with Larry Sizemore for post-rut action for whitetail deer, as well as an exotic game animal, all taken with bow and arrow. Anchor away, you don't want to miss this one. The buck had come in and found the line of HTS doe and heat I had laid out and offered me a perfectly broadside shot. Well, it's just another day here at the office. It's time to go track me my first buck of the season. We're only allowed one buck here in Indiana, so it looks like I may have to go to Texas or Mexico if I want to shoot another one. So, but I know he's down. I can't wait. Get my hands on him. I can't wait. Let's go get him. I shot him about 15 minutes ago or so, but I heard him crash like just seconds after, so that shouldn't be much of a track job, right? Let's go find him. Oh, there's my arrow right there. There's my arrow. Looked like good penetration. Oh yeah, the arrow's broke right. Looks good. Oh, and it's coated, man. I'll leave that there and I'll come back for it in a minute. There's where he's running right. There he is. There he is right there. There he is right there. Right there. Pretty heavy, even though he's a young deer. All right, we got a real nice management buck here. Shot him. He's 2.5 years old. He doesn't even have a brow tine here. He just doesn't quite have the genetics that we're looking for out here on this property. So I went ahead and took him out. I know none of my clients are going to shoot him. The clients don't ever want to shoot does, and the pro staff guys, it's hard to get them to shoot does. So I end up doing a lot of the management out here on my property, but nonetheless, he will grace my table just nicely, okay? I believe there's a place for all of God's creatures, okay? Right next to the mashed potatoes and gravy.
3 weeks later, I had the opportunity to hunt the Anchor Ranch in the hill country of South Central Texas.
All right, well, we just got off the airplane there in Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. It is downpouring, man. The sun has come up, as you can see. It was raining so hard last night, we couldn't hardly see what was going on. We got sideswiped by a drunken driver, managed to get through it. We made it to my sister's house for about an hour and 45 minutes worth of sleep, and now we're back on the road, heading to San Antonio to pick up Keith Passon. Once we get Keith Passon, then we'll be heading to the ranch. Nice to meet you, Leonard.
Larry, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Leonard, hi, nice to meet you. Eddie Brochard, sir. Thanks for taking time to set all this up.
Oh, no problem. Hello, I'm Leonard Gonzalez. I'm the ranch manager here at the Anchor Ranch. We border we got the Sabinal River on one side of us, and the Onion Creek, which is a leg of the Sabinal, comes through the front part of the ranch. Country's beautiful here. We got a lot of different exotics, free-ranging exotics here. We got, from axes, black buck, fallow, Japanese sika, we see the Bowski sika, Pierre David, different variety of goats and sheep, from Morcord, Catalina goats to Aoudad, Corsican, Hawaiian, black Hawaiians. Kind of like an offshore fishing pretty much on this ranch. There's always something coming through this place. And there's never been stock, but there's a lot of game ranches in this area. And there's a lot of rivers, so when we get our floods like in 2000, we got that real bad flood in 2000, it washes a lot of fences, so we got a lot of free-ranging game.
One of the things I like the most about these little travel tubes is that they can all be wrapped up and checked as one item at the airport. The most important thing to me. One of the other things I especially like, is this right here. The Aero tube case. Look at that. Keeps everything nice and neat, keeps the feathers from being damaged in flight. You can't beat it, okay? All right, here comes Leonard. We're about ready to hunt. And I've got a few products here that I'm gonna use. And I'll show you some of those things here in just a little bit. And that's about it. We're gonna get ready to go hunt here in about 5 minutes. Spent the first afternoon driving around the ranch and learning the lay of the land. After being dropped off in a good location, I began to spot and star. I finally came up with a game plan, but it began to get dark, so I set out some HTS scent for the following morning's hunt. That's a product that we have that's not on the market just yet, but for now we'll call it Ingredient X, or the secret sauce. See if we can bring in a whitetail. The following morning, I had Leonard drop us off, and I freshened up the scent wicks with HTS Ingredient X, as well as laid a line of HTS Doe and Heat on the ground in front of me where I was wanting to get the shot off. It wasn't long and a mature buck had come in, and he began checking the does to see which one of them was in estrus. Bucks were coming in from everywhere. They were sure there was a doe in heat somewhere. Two-blade custom shaft made by Ed DeWitt out of Pendleton, Indiana. This buck just couldn't get enough of the smell of that HTS Doe and Heat I put out this morning. He was utterly in love, completely mesmerized. He just couldn't figure out which doe it was.
Yeah, Memo Benavides called me yesterday and said, Eddie Broten's on the way out here to do a little bow hunting. And I said, not a problem. I met him out at the Anchor, and very nice guy. Came in, started hunting, and kind of getting me addicted to a longbow. So let me shoot a longbow a little bit and a recurve, and that was pretty exciting. So I'm looking forward to it. He invited me to borrow one of them, maybe do a little hunting myself while he's here. So that's been pretty cool. And he seen some pretty good. I guess he saw some pretty good animals today. He got a shot at almost got a shot at a whitetail today. Just wasn't that good of a positioning on him, so we're gonna try again. It's only the second day hunting, so hopefully we'll do a little better. We got another 2-3 days to hunt still, so take it slow and let it happen.
Later that afternoon, the blind I built paid off as a group of does headed in my direction. Got her. Perfect shot. Look at her. Keep an eye on her. Keep an eye on her. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I'm a little bit excited. You can see my smile right now, and if you could, it'd be ear to ear. The ranch manager asked me if I would to please take a doe. Even 2 or 3 if I wanted to, because they have too many of them. I finally got tired of looking at them, so I went ahead and let her have it. But that arrow, when it come out of her, it exited up. And she was running and the arrow was sticking up like that. If you're wondering why, it's because I'm down here hunting the edge of a slope and the deer are actually up above me. I found out this morning that by being down lower, they weren't paying as much attention to me. Any movements or sounds, you know, they might get scared, but eventually they calm back down. So we're kind of down shooting upwards. And I missed that buck this morning because I'm not quite used to shooting upwards. But that was a good practice shot for me on that big buck. I wanted to take a doe for 2 reasons. 1, to help with the management here on the property, and 2, so that I can practice shooting up like that. And it looks like I think I've got it down now. It's always very difficult to track blood in this kind of terrain. For some reason, it's not like tracking a crimson red blood trail in the oak leaf floor of the Midwest. But I last saw her about 60 yards. She's run so far about 60, 70 yards. I just had a couple little spots of blood, but I know it was a perfect shot. And I saw her come right through here. Here we go. Here's there's a couple, there we go. Here's a nice trail. Here we go. Now we're gonna find her. Here we go, more blood here. Lots of blood here. Okay, she cut through here. Right here. Right here. Cut through here. There she is, right there. There she is. She goes right there. Nice. Oh, awesome, man, awesome. You can't ask for a better shot than that, guys. Boy, these deer are small out here. They're a lot smaller than they are back home. This is a mature. Oh, there's my arrow still inside her. She broke it off, but that's okay. Maybe I'll find the other side. But yeah, she's toast. As usual, my game was taken back to camp, dressed out, and prepared for the evening meal. Oh, that's hot. Okay, what do you do? Sell the season. The following morning, I began a spot and stalk. Knowing that my hunt was nearing its end, I decided to set up in a tree stand near a feed route. It wasn't long after I was set up on stand that I saw a herd of fallow deer, and they were headed in my direction. That is a beautiful chocolate fallow. First one I've ever shot in my entire life. He's a trophy. About fell out of the stand there. My adrenaline's pumping so hard. Let me calm down here a little bit. I'm gonna evaluate the situation here. Probably relive it a couple times in my mind. Then we'll get down and we'll go track him, all right? Clean pass. Awesome, man. Let's go ahead and put that in there. All right, well, let's see if we can find us a blood trail. Oh, yeah, look at all this. Crimson. There he is, guys. All right, I'm not gonna try to cover that up too much. It's obvious that it was a perfect shot and it did some damage to him. But I'm not gonna apologize. This is the biggest chocolate fallow, one of the biggest chocolate fallows I've ever seen that close to me. I've never had the opportunity to harvest one. And today I looked up at Leonard and he gave me the green light and it's all over, folks. Here he is right here. Trophy of my lifetime right here. Chocolate fallow right here in the hill country, here at the Anchor Ranch. It doesn't get any better than that. You're outdoors with Eddie Brochin, where it's as real as it gets. I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you next week.